Welcome to GardenBound. If you love gardening but struggle to find the time to keep everything looking its best, you're in the right place. Today we're sharing practical, time-saving gardening tips designed specifically for busy gardeners like you. From smart plant selection to efficient watering techniques, we've got you covered with strategies that will help you maintain a beautiful and healthy garden with minimal effort. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, these tips will make your gardening routine more manageable and enjoyable. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Let's get started and transform your garden into a low-maintenance oasis. One of the most effective ways to save time in the garden is by selecting low-maintenance plants that require minimal care. Opting for native plants is a great place to start. Native species are naturally adapted to your local climate and soil conditions, which means they need less water, fertilizer, and pest control. For example, in the southeastern United States, plants like the purple coneflower, Echinacea purpurea, and black-eyed Susan, Rudbeckia hirta, are both hardy and beautiful, thriving with little intervention. Similarly, Mediterranean herbs such as rosemary, lavender, and thyme are drought-tolerant and resist pests, making them perfect for busy gardeners. Additionally, consider planting perennials instead of annuals. Perennials like hostas, daylilies, and ornamental grasses return year after year without needing to be replanted, significantly reducing the time and effort required for seasonal planting. Research from the University of Florida's Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences suggests that incorporating native and perennial plants can cut gardening time by up to 50%, allowing you to enjoy a lush, vibrant garden with far less work. Another great option is to use ground covers like creeping thyme or sedum, which spread quickly, suppress weeds, and eliminate the need for frequent weeding and mulching. By thoughtfully choosing plants that thrive with minimal care, you can create a beautiful garden that fits seamlessly into your busy schedule. Implementing efficient watering techniques is another crucial time-saving strategy for busy gardeners. One of the best methods is to install a drip irrigation system. Drip irrigation delivers water directly to the plant roots through a network of tubes and emitters, minimizing evaporation and runoff. According to a study by the University of California Agriculture and Natural Resources, drip irrigation can reduce water usage by up to 50% compared to traditional sprinklers, while also reducing the time spent on manual watering. Additionally, consider using soaker hoses, which release water slowly and evenly along their length, ensuring deep soil penetration and reducing the frequency of watering. Automating your watering schedule with a timer can further streamline your garden maintenance. Programmable timers can be set to water your garden at optimal times, such as early morning or late evening when evaporation rates are lower. This not only conserves water, but also ensures your plants receive consistent moisture without your daily intervention. Smart irrigation controllers take automation a step further by using weather data and soil moisture sensors to adjust watering schedules based on real-time conditions. Research by the Irrigation Association has shown that smart controllers can save up to 30% of water compared to manual scheduling. Mulching is another effective technique to enhance water efficiency. A 2-4-inch layer of organic mulch, such as wood chips, straw, or compost, helps retain soil moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Studies by the University of Florida's Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences indicate that mulched garden beds retain up to 70% more moisture than unmulched beds, significantly reducing the need for frequent watering. Rainwater harvesting is an additional strategy that can save both time and water. Installing rain barrels to collect runoff from your roof provides a sustainable water source for your garden. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, estimates that a single rain barrel can save approximately 1,300 gallons of water during peak summer months. Using this collected rainwater for your plants not only conserves municipal water, but also reduces the time and cost associated with watering your garden. By incorporating these efficient watering techniques, you can maintain a healthy, thriving garden with minimal effort and time investment. Drip irrigation, automated watering systems, mulching, and rainwater harvesting collectively contribute to a more sustainable and manageable garden, perfect for busy gardeners. Choosing low-maintenance plants is a game changer for busy gardeners who want a beautiful garden without the constant upkeep. Opting for plants that are well suited to your local climate and soil conditions can significantly reduce the amount of time you spend on watering, fertilizing, and pest control. Native plants are an excellent choice because they are adapted to the local environment and generally require less care. For example, in the southwestern United States, plants like agave, yucca, and sagebrush are not only drought tolerant but also thrive with minimal attention. According to the U.S. Forest Service, native plants are more resistant to local pests and diseases, reducing the need for chemical interventions and frequent monitoring. Perennials are another great option for a low-maintenance garden. Unlike annuals, which need to be replanted every year, perennials come back on their own, saving you time and effort in planting. Popular perennials like coneflowers, echinacea, daylilies, hemerocallis, and hostas, Hosta spp, are hardy, require little care once established, and can provide beautiful blooms year after year. The National Gardening Association highlights that perennials not only reduce planting labor, but also enhance soil structure and health over time with their extensive root systems. Ground covers are invaluable for reducing garden maintenance. Plants like creeping thyme, Thymus serpyllum, sedum, Sedum cpp, and sweet woodruff, Gallium odoratum, spread quickly, covering bare soil and reducing weed growth. This minimizes the need for frequent weeding, which can be a time-consuming task. A study from the University of Maryland Extension found that ground covers can suppress weed growth by up to 80%, freeing up valuable time for gardeners. Incorporating drought-tolerant plants into your garden can also lessen your workload. These plants are specifically adapted to survive with minimal water, making them ideal for low-maintenance gardening. Succulents, such as hens and chicks, Sempervivum East pp, and ornamental grasses like blue fescue, Festuca glauca, are excellent choices for water-wise gardens. The California Department of Water Resources reports that drought-tolerant landscaping can reduce water usage by up to 60%, which translates to less time spent watering and lower water bills. Finally, consider incorporating self-seeding annuals into your garden. Plants like calendula, Calendula officinalis, poppies, Papaver spp, and cosmos, Cosmos bipinnatus, can reseed themselves, meaning they will come back each year without the need for replanting. This not only saves time, but also ensures continuous color and interest in your garden. The Royal Horticultural Society notes that self-seeding annuals can provide a natural, effortless look and fill gaps in flower beds with minimal intervention. Proper soil preparation and maintaining soil health are crucial for any gardener, especially those with limited time. Healthy soil reduces the need for frequent fertilization and improves plant growth. One of the best ways to enhance soil quality is by amending it with compost. Compost enriches the soil with essential nutrients and improves its structure, allowing for better water retention and drainage. According to the University of Illinois Extension, incorporating compost into your garden can increase microbial activity, which helps break down organic matter and release nutrients more efficiently. This means you'll need to spend less time and money on commercial fertilizers. Raised beds are another excellent option for busy gardeners. They offer better soil control, reduce the prevalence of weeds, and provide improved drainage. Raised beds allow you to fill them with a high-quality soil mix that is ideal for your plants, reducing the time spent on soil amendments and weeding. A study from Texas A&M University found that raised beds can produce up to twice the yield of traditional in-ground gardens due to their improved soil conditions and reduced compaction. Additionally, raised beds can be more accessible, reducing the physical effort required for planting, weeding, and harvesting. Using cover crops is a natural and efficient way to improve soil health. Cover crops, also known as green manures, are planted during the off-season and then tilled into the soil to add organic matter and nutrients. They help prevent soil erosion, suppress weeds, and enhance soil fertility. For example, clover is a popular cover crop that fixes nitrogen in the soil, reducing the need for additional fertilization. According to the Natural Resources Conservation Service, NRCS, clover can add up to 100 pounds of nitrogen per acre to the soil, providing significant benefits for subsequent crops. Vetch is another effective cover crop known for its ability to improve soil structure and fertility. Vetch grows quickly and produces a dense mat of foliage that suppresses weeds and prevents soil erosion. It also fixes nitrogen in the soil, similar to clover. The University of California Agriculture and Natural Resources highlights that vetch can add up to 150 pounds of nitrogen per acre, making it an excellent choice for improving soil health naturally. Effective mulching and weed control are essential for maintaining a healthy garden with minimal effort. Mulching not only suppresses weeds, but also conserves soil moisture, reduces soil erosion, and regulates soil temperature. Various types of mulch can be used, each with its unique benefits. Organic mulches, such as straw, wood chips, and shredded leaves, decompose over time, adding valuable nutrients to the soil. Inorganic mulches, like gravel and landscape fabric, provide long-lasting weed suppression and moisture retention without decomposing. When applying mulch, the depth and coverage are crucial for effectiveness. A mulch layer of about 2-4 inches is generally recommended to suppress weeds and conserve moisture. According to the University of Massachusetts Amherst, mulching too thinly can allow weeds to break through, while mulching too thickly can prevent water and air from reaching the soil. It's essential to spread mulch evenly and avoid piling it against plant stems or tree trunks, as this can lead to rot and pest issues. Time-saving weeding tools and methods can significantly reduce the effort required to keep your garden weed-free. Long-handled tools, such as hoes and weed pullers, allow you to remove weeds without bending or kneeling, saving time and reducing strain on your back. For example, a stirrup hoe, also known as a scuffle hoe, is designed to cut through weeds just below the soil surface with a back-and-forth motion, making it highly efficient for weeding large areas. Another effective technique is the use of landscape fabric or organic weed barriers. Landscape fabric is a permeable material that blocks sunlight, preventing weed growth while allowing water and nutrients to penetrate the soil. To use landscape fabric, lay it down on your garden beds and secure it with landscape staples, then cover it with a layer of mulch for added protection and aesthetics. Organic weed barriers, such as cardboard or newspaper, can be placed under mulch to provide an additional layer of weed suppression. These materials decompose over time, enriching the soil with organic matter. Implementing these mulching and weed control strategies can save you significant time and effort in garden maintenance. By choosing the right type of mulch, applying it correctly, and utilizing effective weeding tools and barriers, you can create a garden environment that suppresses weeds and conserves moisture, allowing your plants to thrive with minimal intervention. Designing your garden for efficiency can save you significant time and effort in maintenance, allowing you to enjoy a beautiful, productive space without constant labor. Strategic garden layout and organization are key components of an efficient garden. Here are some tips and examples to help you create a garden that is easy to access and maintain. An efficient garden starts with a well-thought-out layout that allows for easy access to all plants. One effective strategy is to design your garden with wide paths that accommodate wheelbarrows and allow you to move easily without stepping on your plants. Paths should be at least 2-3 feet wide, with main pathways even wider. Raised beds are an excellent way to improve access and organization in your garden. They lift the growing area, reducing the need for bending and kneeling, which is particularly beneficial for gardeners with mobility issues. Raised beds also improve soil drainage and can be filled with high-quality soil, reducing the need for amendments. Grouping plants with similar water, light, and soil requirements together can simplify your garden care routine. This method, known as companion planting, not only makes irrigation and fertilization more efficient, but can also promote plant health and deter pests. For example, Mediterranean herbs like rosemary, thyme, and lavender thrive in similar conditions and can be grouped together in a sunny, well-drained area. Similarly, vegetables with high water needs, such as tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers, should be planted together so they can be easily irrigated using a drip system or soaker hose. Defining clear paths and zones in your garden helps keep it organized and makes it easier to manage. Paths can be made from various materials, such as gravel, mulch, or stepping stones, depending on your aesthetic preferences and budget. Creating distinct zones for different plant types or gardening activities, for example, a vegetable patch, herb garden, flower bed, and compost area, can help streamline your workflow and ensure each part of the garden receives the care it needs. For instance, placing your compost bin close to your vegetable gardens allows for easy access to compost material and reduces the effort of transporting organic waste. Here are some examples of efficient garden designs. Raised beds. Raised beds offer numerous advantages for efficient gardening. They allow for better control over soil quality, drainage, and weed management. By containing the growing area, raised beds also reduce soil compaction and make it easier to reach plants. A well-designed raised bed garden can be both productive and low maintenance. Container gardens. Container gardening is another efficient option, especially for small spaces or urban settings. Containers can be placed on patios, balconies, or decks, and they allow for precise control over soil conditions and watering. Grouping containers together based on plant needs can create a visually appealing and efficient garden setup. Square foot gardening. This intensive gardening method involves dividing the growing area into small, manageable sections, typically 1 square foot each. By planting densely in these squares, you can maximize yield and minimize weed growth. This method is particularly effective in raised beds and is ideal for gardeners with limited space. We hope you enjoyed these time-saving gardening tips for busy gardeners. By incorporating efficient planting techniques, strategic soil preparation, effective mulching, and smart garden design, you can create a beautiful, productive garden with minimal effort. Remember, gardening doesn't have to be overwhelming. Even with a busy schedule, you can enjoy the rewards of a thriving garden. Feel free to drop your own time-saving gardening tips in the comments below. And until next time, happy gardening!